Before we get started, we have to be somber for a moment.
Yes, we do. A few weeks ago, there was a tragic shooting at the Orlando nightclub called The Pulse, in which 49 people were killed and many more were injured. And there are a lot of people asking, how can they help the victims and the families?
That's correct. Now, there was a band that did decide to help. The band is called The Enders. Their lead singer and guitarist is Benny. Now, Benny came up with an idea for a song called Our Mothers Are Calling. He sings it, he plays guitar on it. There is going to be a link right down here where you can click on it. The link will be in the description as well. Click on it, and it is $2 to download the song. $2 is not that much money. And the cool part about this is you pay that $2, you get that song, all proceeds go to the One Orlando Fund. This way, you yourself can reach out and you can help the families and friends of the people who were injured and or possibly killed in the Orlando tragedy. So, thank you for going with us on this somber moment, and we will leave you with a 10-second clip of Our Mothers Are Calling. Thank you.
Because of desperate relatives calling to find out if their loved ones are still alive.
Our mothers are calling, our mothers are calling.
What? There's no promos? No previews of coming attractions for us? Oh, thank... Fuck you, David Mamet!
You may notice that I have a tattoo. This tattoo right here, it's of the cover of For the Wolf's sophomore album, Turn on the Dark. Yes, I managed to get that branded on me. Turn on the Dark, available now at horrorhoundrecords.com. Link is in the description. Click it, purchase it, love it. You can buy the high tapes. You can buy Turn on the Dark. You can buy She's Getting Pissed, so later.
Thank you! Okay, so we are watching Class of Nuke'em High Part 2.
Correct. And it's not to be confused with Return to Nuke'em High Volume 2.
Okay, well, this is a sequel. And you said we were watching an original. Originals aren't sequels.
Oh, just wait. Now let's dive in and take a trip to Tromaville.
Well, if the pollution doesn't kill you.
The aroma will.
This ain't no place to kiss and hug. Go get a room if you want that stuff. I'm gonna show you how to love. You gotta, if you want my... and hug. Go get a room if you want that stuff. I'm gonna show you how to love. You gotta, if you want
Why do we keep putting on these damn things in a 3D world? It fucking hurts my brains. Oh, but...
Are those real? Ow!
You have now lost all privileges to any boobs. We can't show you grabs for the rest of this review. There's a lot, aren't there, Cheesy? Just remember, they're 80s boobs, so they're weirdly tanned and very puffy nippled.
Okay.
Alright, let's get started. Of course.
Institutions such as Tromaville Tech has its little day-to-day idiosyncrasies, such as limited locker space, causing students to wear limited clothing.
This is stuff that normally happens in a, normal community college, right?
Well, it is owned by a Japanese corporation.
Well, that would explain the giant nuclear mutant outbreaks.
Damn it, why aren't there Power Rangers to fight these kaijus?
It is owned by a Japanese corporation, you're right. But, wait a minute. Did you realize we're 7 minutes into this film, and we haven't had to light up a crack pipe?
Or open a bottle of gin.
But something, God. Please, I promise to study harder, not to abuse any type of recreational drugs, no more beer drinking, no more Troma movies.
So, this is the main character.
Wait, is that Brock Bronski, the wrestling star?
No, that would be Brick Bronski. Brock Lesnar is under contract to WWE. Brick Bronski is Troma's biggest wrestling star. Well, and only wrestling star now that I think about it.
Okay, so, well, there's this huge opening of destruction, chaos, and ton of bikinis. And we find out that it's actually the end of the film, so the rest of the film is going to be a flashback. And we do find out, interestingly enough, that the nuclear facility behind the school is being run by the students.
And Brick being the buffest guy, no one, and I do mean no one, likes him at all. No one wants to have sex with him either.
That is weird. You know what? Maybe it's because Tromaville is very anti-norm, so like the buff men type is the one who doesn't get the ladies.
Perhaps because he has an itty bitty tiny little penis. Due to all the steroids.
You just had to be blunt, didn't you?
Some humanoids are never born from female egg and semen seed.
These are the bad guys of the film. They're called the Squirrels, and their ladies are the group called the Squirrelettes. And they're the badasses of the school. They beat up teachers, and they keep away with babies. No, literally, like throwing a baby around like a football.
And Brick saves the day by catching a baby. You know what? I just realized it. Maybe nobody likes him because Brick is a catcher. What? It's an honest observation.
Well, Brick decides to sign up for a sex experiment, so, you know, he could get laid. And we find out what the term subhumanoid relates to.
Yes, we do. Supposedly, the science teacher, Professor Holt, has created another species of humans known as subhumanoids. They are super strong, emotionless, and don't feel pain. They were created to be used as replacements to regular humans.
They'll do the cooking, they'll do the cleaning, and then they'll do you!
Hey, stop singing the theme song. You'll spoil the plot of the movie.
The plot's not too hard to follow, Cheesy, but anyways, the experiment involves a subhumanoid named Victoria having sex with 67 people? But the thing is Victoria's not a true subhumanoid because she's enjoying having sex with Brick.
That sounds abrasive. You need a laugh.
Brick the actor!
Melvin, Totsy, baby, you're killing me here. We're trying to shoot the sequel to Class of Nuke'em High. You're supposed to be on stage C on the other side of the line.
They love breaking the fourth wall.
This is honestly a better movie than Toxie 2.
Shh. We don't talk about that.
But why? Wait, isn't he supposed to be mad?
He has a sandwich.
This is turning into a Snickers commercial, isn't it?
We find out the squirrels have been integrating subhumanoids into the student body. Somehow?
Yeah, they really weren't mentioning or discussing that or said anything about how they did it, but Troma!
Of course.
Oh, we also do find out there is a problem with the subhumanoids. Supposedly after a certain amount of time they start malfunctioning and sort of melting down into this green oozy gob of stuff with a odd looking puppet creature inside it.
She was acting sort of strange and zombie-like, kind of subhuman.
So you'd say you witnessed a subhumanoid meltdown?
Shit. He snuck into our movie review again? I told you not to leave the electric fence off while we were outside. Now we're never gonna get the fucking rid of him.
You're really gonna be mad when you find out what happened to the T-Rex.
You guys are all sick. You act like cretins.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Wait, I thought that was the name of the guy who arrived and delivered Brick his mail.
Captain, yes, but that captain was not the captain of the USS Plain as Day.
True. So Brick and Victoria meet up again, and they have a great time until Victoria throws him into a tree.
He'll survive the concussion. He's in love.
We then get our obligatory band playing at a party scene. So, this is where we find out the squirrels are abusing subhumanoids.
Surprise! Squirrels are assholes. You know what? I can't wait for their death scenes. They're gonna be awesome then.
And Brick finally finds out that Victoria is a subhumanoid, but he loves her anyway.
Aww, it's true love. Also, Brick finds out about all the other humanoid experiments that the dean of students at the college has actually been doing with Dr. Holt.
This stuff is great.
Hey, did we just watch the creation of Troma, the radioactive squirrel?
No, we just witnessed the last film clip we can show of this film.
What? It just so happens to coincide with the creation of Troma, Cheesy.
True. So Brick meets up with Larry, the friendly janitor, turned melted down subhumanoid, and he joins forces with Brick to save Dr. Holt and Victoria.
Yes, and Brick collects a bunch of students and subhumanoids together, and they set off to raid the castle. Set off to raid the nuclear power plant.
Yes, and with that, there's 20 minutes left in the film. I vote you go see it. Addie, what did you think of this Troma masterpiece?
Overall, this film was a lot better than the last Troma film that we had watched. The pacing was good, the premise, albeit ridiculous, was actually fun, and, you know, the special effects plus the acting made it a really good film. It was a Troma film in every sense of the word. And for a sequel, it really wasn't a sequel. It continued the storyline from the original class of Nuke'em High, but honestly, it was so different and so unique that it could very well stand on its own. I mean, sure, it continued the plot, but if you watched Class of Nuke'em High Part 2, out of order from the original, you really wouldn't miss too much. It was that good and could stand that well on its own. Overall, I actually really liked this film, and I would recommend it.
This film is a lot better than I remember. I recommend seeing this film. It's not only a worthy follow-up, but I think it's a pretty fun standalone film. This one amps the ridiculous to ludicrous proportions. For instance, there's a giant mutant squirrel that urinates and projectile vomits on things. If that intrigues you, go for it, and watch it on Troma's YouTube page, which will be in the description, and a link will be down here somewhere. This version we watched was the Blu-ray edition, and the color pops a lot more than it ever did on DVD. Also, some of the special features are Troma at the Museum of Modern Art. I'm dead serious, Troma got inducted into the Museum of Modern Art for Return to Nuke'em High Volume 1. And there's also trailers, music videos, a commentary by a Stan Lee impression, and an interview with Troma superstar Lisa Gay, who also is on the commentary. If you would like to purchase the Blu-ray, you can find it at Troma Shop for $17.58, or you can go to a convention and go to the Troma booth and pick it up there.
This ain't no place to kiss and hug. Go get a room if you want that stuff. I'm gonna show you how.
Don't we have something, like, important coming up in about a month or so?
I don't know.
This is a big time, I think it's on Fox. All right, go ahead.